Joe, page 10.
It's a co-defendant, Your Honor.
Mr. Harjo,
Do you want to deal with both co-defendants, Your Honor? Stewart, or reset from the morning?
right.
President at the main jail.
Judge, also, I received an email today, not only with Mr. Harjo, but Mr. Stewart, the co-defendant, that we have a conflict with both of those, and we would need to withdraw off both. I know the private attorney may represent Mr. Harjo.
Okay, do we know if Mr. Stewart has a private attorney? Okay, we'll do Harjo, we'll take care of Harjo first, all right? Okay, and Mr. Harjo, sir, you're being
Yes, sir.
represented by an attorney in the courtroom with us over here. You don't need to make any comment. Allow your attorney to speak on your behalf. Do you understand that, Mr. Harjo?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent, but if you give up that right, whatever you say can and will be used against you. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Judge Carter Hillstrom on behalf of Burton Harjo. We are not contesting probable cause and we are not asking for bond at this time.
Okay, just for the purposes of this hearing pursuant to Preston, the court will find proof evident presumption great. It will not impair your ability to have an Arthur hearing down the road.
Some of your colleagues disagree.
Well, I'm gonna just let that go.
Okay.
And
A close reading of Preston and then read Keel, and then I think it's really clear. But I think the state's probably gonna even make it more clear right
well,
now.
and Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Hillstrom before the proceedings today, and the state's position is the same as the court's, that because the court found proof evident presumption great at a non-adversarial hearing, the defense still has the right to seek an evidentiary Arthur hearing before the assigned judge, where the state should be required to satisfy proof evident presumption great again.
Absolutely. So, the court finds proof evident presumption great. The defendant will be held without bond on count 1, count 2, 3, and 4. Those are misdemeanors. If you want, I can revoke those so he gets credit for time served on those or not.
Well, who'll get credit?
Well, he's getting credit now because of the capias.
Just as opposed to bond.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.
I'll let the judge know.
Mr. Gibson,
One second.
do you want to go or you want to wait a few minutes? Whatever you want to do.
Your Honor, good afternoon. Joe Gibson, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, along with Kevin Kulik, Fort Lauderdale, on behalf of Joe Morales, who I believe is on the screen.
No, that's not Mr. Morales.
He's sitting down,
He's
Your
sitting
Honor. I know him well.
Jose Morales.
Okay, you're done? What happened?
Yes.
Judge, that's the longest date speak A form I'm seeing in decades. And
We have them quite often that long. It's, I read those pretty much. So now, Mr. Morales, you have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right today, whatever you say can and will be used against you. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're being represented by two very fine attorneys, Mr. Gibson and Mr. Kulik today. You should allow both of them to speak on your behalf, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, this defendant has been charged with count 1, trafficking in heroin, 2, conspiracy to traffic in heroin, 3, trafficking in heroin, 4, conspiracy to traffic in heroin, 5, trafficking in heroin, 6, conspiracy to traffic in heroin, 7, trafficking in heroin, 8, conspiracy to traffic in heroin, 9, trafficking in heroin, 10, drug paraphernalia possession, count 11 is a violation of probation pursuant to Florida statute 948 for trafficking in heroin, a prior conviction. So, now, the court's going to find probable cause. Do you have any comment about bond today?
Your Honor, well, first off, at a minimum, I would ask that, one, the bonds to be kept in place. They probably, Your Honor, my position, they should probably be increased. There's certainly aggravating factors here, including but not limited to the allegations in this report that was a culmination of an investigation by Hollywood police and detectives over many months that lists Mr. Morales as the leader of a significant street gang involved in dealing heroin, and also connected to known violence in the community, Your Honor. Additionally, as you stated, Mr. Morales is currently on probation for trafficking over 28 grams of heroin, 2 counts. He's out on bond in pretrial for trafficking heroin, Your Honor.
That's not the probation violation.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So this is now while he's on probation facing possible prison for trafficking heroin, while he's out on bond facing the potential of being held no bond for violating pretrial release conditions for trafficking heroin, he's allegedly committing all these offenses, Your Honor.
Your Honor, just to let the court know, a warrant was given to the presiding judge regarding the case that the defendant is currently being held on pretrial for. I believe that warrant is a no-bond warrant. I'm trying to get a copy of it right now. It was signed with the commission.
Okay.
And, Your Honor, just before I conclude, would also ask any bonds that the court sets today that the court deems appropriate, we would ask for Nebbia and full collateralization requirements.
Now, Mr. Gibson and Mr. Kulik, here's the situation. The defendant has been charged with 9 counts of minimum mandatory charges. He also is on probation for trafficking in heroin, and he has a pending case of trafficking in heroin. Do you have any comment today about the bonds? Or
Judge, I understand the court found PC. I'd like to just make a brief record about that. An initial examination of this lengthy document, which I'm not going to speak to the rambling tone of it, but if you boil it down to its essentials, they don't have this man making any statements to any police officers. They don't have him making contact with any police officers. They have other people who they claim were working for him, but they don't have him. 1, 2. I'm not aware of there being any monitored calls that reflect any direct contact with this accused. Thirdly, I understand that they describe him as a leader, but I have seen nothing in this rambling document that gives any evidentiary basis for that other than multiple conclusions by zealous police officers that he is a leader of some organization. There seems to be no other connection other than running Zillows on their addresses and claiming that from some vantage point I saw a hand-to-hand between one co-defendant and another. There's no quantities in the piece.
I understand that. I'm reminded by my learned co-counsel here, no quantities.
They got 2 third-degree felonies.
So, Judge, this is a lot of hue and cry. I understand that, but I'm asking the court to actually give us an opportunity to reset this matter and study the bona fides of this document before we knee jerk. I understand that this matter has been in the media. That still should not affect our reasoned, measured examination of this charge. And again, Judge, just doubling down. There seems to be a lot of hearsay, but very little if I can ask the state to point to just 1 or 2 things that my client allegedly did personally.
okay. State, when would you like this reset?
Well,
Well, and what do you need? 24 hours to review
That's fine,
this?
Judge.
Well, Your Honor,
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Your Honor, I would object to having it reset because actually, my understanding was his argument was to reserve so you could review it. Your Honor, my understanding is you've reviewed these. You've reviewed the reports for his co-defendants. My understanding is the court is very familiar with the allegations in these reports.
I've reviewed those. I don't need any more time, but if you need more time, I'll give you more time tomorrow afternoon if you want to take a better review of this. And,
Yes, Judge, I would.
do you have any problem with them coming back tomorrow afternoon?
Your Honor, considering this is a non-adversarial hearing, I have no problem with putting this on recall for Mr. Gibson to review if he wants to review this report more. But I don't see the need to reset it. He can't. We understand this is a non-adversarial hearing. He can't bring in witnesses. He can't bring in evidence.
I understand.
So I don't see the
Let me
need
ask
for
this. Are
24
you-
hours.
Is the state prejudiced in any way if we reset this until tomorrow afternoon?
Your Honor, actually, Your Honor, you're not going to be here tomorrow, and Your Honor is very familiar with this report. You've reviewed it, so to ask now a different judge that wasn't here, that isn't as familiar, is going to have to read it again, Your Honor. I believe the state is prejudiced, Your Honor.
But every judge in this courthouse should be able to handle this, so I'm going to let Judge tomorrow handle it. What time would be convenient for you tomorrow afternoon?
Anytime after lunch, 2 o'clock would be fine, Judge.
2 o'clock, Mr. Kulik?
That's fine, Judge.
Reset it 2 o'clock tomorrow. The court will order, no matter what the bond is, there be a Nebbia requirement on this. And the defendant's being held without bond anyway, so, all right?
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, then,
going to be a nebulous.
Your Honor, then at this point, I would ask the court to order no bond to be accepted in the meantime till tomorrow.
Well, there has to be a nebula hearing.
Your Honor, Your Honor, if you post the bond, what if the court would be inclined to raise the bonds?
He's being held without bond.
But my point is, if the court, let's say the court would be inclined to raise the bonds, if it's posted now, that could prevent the state from seeking a bond increase tomorrow. Where's the prejudice?
Let me ask you, do you really believe that this defendant's going to post a bond when he's being held no bond on these other?
Judge, but where's the
It'd be a
prejudice?
novel move, no, Your Honor, practically speaking, no, it's a
It's a
non-starter.
practical matter. I can't imagine it posting $1,000,004, am I correct? $1,000,004 bonds, $1,000,450 in bonds when he knows he's got 2 no bonds.
Which I understand they seized like the grand total of $5,000 in cash.
But what I'm saying is,
But
I'm
Your
not
Honor,
gonna order
Whoa,
that. Thank you.
thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
it only matters if it doesn't prejudice the state.
Excuse me?
Walk out of the middle, sir, and have a seat.
Sure.
Okay, is Judge coming back to the office this afternoon?
Okay. Mr. Gibson?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
I'll tell the judge, okay, you're on the way.
Okay, now, in any way, now,
Yeah,
let
she
me
got a
go.
pre-trial violation for domestic and a capias. Well, she got a judge, that let the judge.
Yeah, what's your trying to tell us? We never.
It probably will be, but they're trying to see if they can
I
get
see
it.
Christopher Roller,
Yeah,
Vanessa Gideon after that.
yeah, hold on, we wanna try to get her.
Main jail, Judge.
Here you go,
Yeah,
Mr.
we're
Shea.
gonna try and see if I get her. If she didn't revoke the bond, she'll be able to get released.
Okay, Mr. Roller, you're here for municipal ordinance violation, open container of alcohol. Sir, do you have any money in the bank?
I got some money on my debit card in my property,
How much do you have on that?
What room?
at least $50 on it.
Okay, do you have enough money to hire your own attorney?
No, sir.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney who's in court with us right now?
Do I get a bond on this?
Well, we'll work that out, but would you like a free
Okay.
attorney?
Yes.
Okay, so you're with Mr. Shea. Now, do we know, Ms. Kiefer, has he been in here before? Last name's Roller, R-O-L-L-E-R.
I don't recognize him.
No? Okay.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, I'm bringing it there.
You want his,
I got it.
Okay.
Right, Valerie Smallwood.
He's not from here, so nothing from
I didn't see
2002.
that part.
okay.
Well, actually from 2002, Polk County, just DWLS is.
So would you like to plead no contest today? If you do, the case is over with today. You're not gonna have a trial, you're not gonna have your day in court. You're out of jail by this afternoon. Would you like to do that?
Yes, sir, no
How do you
contest.
feel about that, Mr. Shea?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, have a great day.
Good luck, Mr.
Vanessa
Roller.
Gideon? Venetia Gideon. Venetia Gideon.
Anguilla?
Okay. So,
We have Miss Gideon.
Gideon?
Miss Gideon, where are you?
yeah, you made it.
Judge, you see the guy? Oh. I'll tell you if we go sidebar.
Hold on. Okay, I don't know where Vanessa Gideon is, do we?
Not North Broward? North Broward, do you have Gideon?
Judge, it's showing North Broward on the docket.
North Broward, do you have Miss Gideon up there?
I don't have anybody by that name on my list, Your Honor. Can you give me the full name?
Vanessa
You know
Gideon.
what, I'm gonna appoint, she's got a
Okay.
no bond on a felony.
Okay.
You don't need to bring her down, I'm just gonna appoint Mr. Shake to represent her on that, count two.
You got that?
Okay.
Yeah, she,
I think you can call Ginger and ask her.
Tina Scott.
Yeah, she's here.
Scott,
North Broward.
she's at North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay. Tana Scott.
Right here,
Hi,
sir.
ma'am, you're here for a felony. No, I mean a traffic criminal. That bond's $1,500. Ma'am, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No.
Would you like me to go ahead and give you a free attorney on count two? A public defender?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna appoint Mr. McLawrence's office on count two, and I'm gonna let her go ahead and you guys, I'm gonna set the bond at 500 on count two. It's already been set. Count one, 1,500. All right?
What you said, sir?
I know that maybe the public defender wants to try
Please.
to resolve the one case. I don't know what her history's like.
Give me a quick moment.
Sure thing, good.
What did you say, sir?
We're looking into seeing whether the court can look at your case. Just 1 second, okay, Ms. Scott?
Please, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Scott wants to plead no contest to count one. The court will withhold adjudication on count two. Please no contest, the court will withhold adjudication. Ma'am, you won't have your day in court. You won't have a day to have a trial. The case is going to be wrapped up right now. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, yes,
How do
sir.
you plead on these, ma'am?
No contest.
All right, Mr. Callahan, how do you feel about count two?
Judge, if the court would consider a withhold just in
I will.
case she can try to
Okay,
get a
ma'am, I'm going to
license.
accept your plea. I'll withhold adjudication on both. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
Judge, I have one other matter. Mr. Beardsley, I don't know if he was brought over.
He's at Coffee, Your Honor.
Oh, is it? Bring
Beardsley's
Miss
at
Scott back
Coffee.
real quick. Miss Scott? Miss Scott, come on back. Tana Scott, come on back. Is it pretrial or is it via? Oh,
That's
so she's not on probation.
No, it's a substantive new charge,
Okay.
so.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to bring you back. Thank you.
Okay, you're good.
Okay. Now, just give me a moment. I think we have a couple more here. How about, do you see you have any more, Mr. Callahan?
I have one that was reset from yesterday, Mr. Beardsley, and the jail informed us he's in Conti. I don't know if he's actually on video.
Mr. Beardsley at Conti?
Yes, sir.
Judge, this was the case I was trying to argue yesterday, that they arrested him for aggressive, not trespassing, but aggressive panhandling.
Right.
And I reviewed the ordinance, and to try to curtail it, the city limited the aggressiveness and defined what aggressive panhandling is. And it has to do with the interaction with the person who is recipient of the panhandling.
I thought that was only on the side of the road.
There are certain areas where they're prohibited, that's separate from aggressive panhandling. So certain areas, they're prohibited from panhandling, and none of the areas, or none of the specific subsections of that area would include, in my understanding, this particular area.
So in your area,
So-
just from what you're telling me, that would mean that anyone in that area can go and panhandle in traffic?
Yes, because what they're charging him with is aggressive panhandling. So it has to be, there's more than just simply panhandling. So they didn't charge him with panhandling in an area where he shouldn't have been. That's not what's in the police report. It's panhandling aggressively. And I understand that he's panhandling according to...
Your position is, as long as somebody's not aggressive, they can walk in between cars at that location and go up to people and get money from them in their cars.
Yes, I think that the First Amendment allows for people to go up and solicit money. The problem comes if there's an issue of whether or not there's another ordinance that prohibits people from doing it on a street or a public street, but that's not what he was booked in for. So under those circumstances.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to find probable cause, and that's something you can argue out with your trial judge. I appreciate your...
I know Mr. Beardsley was indicating to the police officer that hopefully the court would consider releasing him as to time served. I know he's been in for a couple days now, so if the court wants to resolve the case.
Did I already appoint you as a lawyer?
You did? I don't think so, Judge, because he wasn't a
Beardsley,
parent.
do you have any money in the bank?
No.
Okay. Are you currently employed?
No.
Okay, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No.
Would you like me to give you a public defender to represent you? It won't cost you anything. It's free.
Sure.
Would you like that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence's office. Could you tell me when the last time Mr. Beardsley came through?
What's his BCCN?
It is 191330.
The last time is January of this year.
For what?
A papias, for 6 papiases.
What were they for, do you know?
Solicitation, alcohol, urinating in public. They're different case numbers. They're all different. Each one is a different case number.
Okay, sir, based on your past record, you have a prior panhandling. Your bonds could be $100. You can bond out. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, have a great day.
You too. May I see Brianna Hartman?
Your Honor, Ms. Hartman's in another courtroom this morning, or this afternoon, rather.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to appoint.
Nikki Taylor.
I'm going to go ahead and reset this for Friday PM. All right. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And then what about Nicole Taylor?
President of the main jail, we have an argument. I mean, she's not president of the main jail, but we do have an argument.
Okay. Where is Miss Taylor?
It says North Broward.
North Broward, Your Honor. Right there.
Okay, Ms. Taylor, you're here for possession of PVP. It's known as FLACA. That's count one. Count two, is a warrant for a municipal ordinance for no lodging on city property. Now, what is your argument as regards to the PVP? Hey.
Judge, okay, Miss Taylor, if you would let me make an argument and you remain silent, okay? Judge, the probable cause affidavit, as written, refers to someone named Sean Carswell. Miss Taylor is not mentioned at all in the write-up, and I would argue that this is a probable cause affidavit for some other person, and that Miss Taylor is not even mentioned. And so there is no probable cause to hold her for possession. I would ask for her to be released on her own recognizance on this charge.
Thank you. Okay, let me see. All I'm seeing in reference to the defendant, Sean Carswell, the listed defendant, is outside the residence. Contact was made with the defendant, who was looking in her purse. So, right there, this court notes that Sean Carswell, that's a male name.
It could be a female name, Judge.
Purse.
Your Honor, I could print out his BSO picture if you'd like.
I asked the
He was
defendant
inside
if
the
she
house.
had any narcotics in her
She just
purse.
said.
Well,
Right.
the police officer writes, I asked the defendant, court's assuming that this police officer is speaking about this defendant.
He just grabbed my
Defendant
purse
gave
and
me
searched
verbal
it. They're
consent to
after
search.
searching.
Don't say anything, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Taylor, thank you for those admissions.
Okay, so,
Yes, Judge.
over argument by the defense, court's gonna find probable cause. Does she have any criminal record?
One moment, Judge. Prostitution last year, cocaine 2012. End of record.
All right, ma'am, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No,
Do you have any money in the bank?
no.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney today on count 2?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna appoint Mr. Shade on count 2. Count 1's 1,000. Count 2 is $100. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
There you go. Is that it?
Because I think there's maybe one other one.
Pre-trial? Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm done.
I didn't see it if there is.
Name would be.
What is it?
Do we do? Okay, Judge, I think we got it. That's it.
Okay, Mr. Carantes, how you doing?
Good morning. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sorry.
How have you been?
Good to see you. I've been well, Your Honor. Thank you so much. I'm told that you passed my case. I was in the Keys, and I ran up here. In front of Judge told me. I have Priscilla, Tiffany, Angulo. Priscilla Angulo.
Angulo, may I see Miss Priscilla Angulo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, Miss Angulo has been taken to regular court.
Okay.
I would assume that's Judge McHugh's courtroom.
Is she? Have you been over to Judge McHugh yet?
I haven't. I just got here. And are you going to have any
wouldn't
say
have been-
in the
Count
bond?
2 is 2,000. Well, if Judge McHugh's handling it,
Well, wait, one moment, Judge. I just want to check. Unless she has a pending case in front of Judge McHugh, does she?
you sure it's not a
Is-
shelter
Isn't-
here, maybe?
No, she was arrested October 25th
Right.
Could be.
on domestic violence. I think I'll check right now to see if she had a.
You know what courtroom she's in? Can you find out? We're gonna find out what courtroom she's in, Judge.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking it could possibly she could have been brought in front of Judge Zeller.
I don't know.
She's in 347.
347,
Yeah, Judge Fry.
Judge
Fry.
Fry,
She's covering shelter hearing.
she's having a shelter hearing?
Yeah.
She's having a shelter hearing, so that's in room 347. That's, I believe there were some children issues here, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Can I just briefly ask you a question as to this? The shelter people came to see her, and they found the boyfriend. She has 3 kids.
Right.
They found the boyfriend there. She had a stay-away order. I was going to address the stay-away order and ask the court to remove it, and she hired me 2 days ago to do that. We couldn't get to court fast enough, so they violated her bond condition. Now we have a mother of three in jail over a violation of a stay-away order from a victim who doesn't want the stay-away order on. So I'm just letting the court know if there's any way of allowing her to post a bond, I can get a bondsman to release her.
No.
No?
What does she do for work?
What does she do for work?
Do you know?
Mr. Dale interviewed her briefly a couple of minutes ago, and he has her on the domestic, and I have her on this issue. So can you let the judge know?
Angulo,
Yeah.
Miss Angulo has been living in South Florida her entire life. She has all of her family here. She works for Vonage, the phone company. She's been working there for a year and a half. She currently has no money in the bank or real estate. She assures me that if the court allows her to post bond, she will have a place to stay that's separate from the alleged victim. She'll be asking her family to post the bond.
Okay, I'm going to release her on her own recognizance on count 1. Count 2, she's got that warrant for $2,000, all right?
Thank you, Judge. And bond can be posted, I imagine. There's no hold, right? Thank you, Judge. Have a great day. It's great to see you again. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
I don't know who's next. Is there someone?
Quick question.
Joelle Moore?
Okay, leave your purse. That will stay there. Leave that.
Okay, Mr. Moore, battery, second or subsequent offense. The court finds probable cause for battery. State, does he have a criminal record?
One moment, Judge.
Ma'am, sir, do you have contact with the alleged victim?
Are we talking about?
Joelle Moore?
It wasn't put with the domestics, Judge. He wouldn't have.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, Judge.
Okay. Yes. Let me ask you, both you raise your right hands for me. Put up your hand thing. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Put your hands down. Tell us your names.
My name is Henria Moore. I'm Joel's mother.
I'm Rhonda Moore. I'm Joel's father.
Really? Okay. Nice to meet you. Now, Does he have a criminal record?
No, Judge.
No? So it's not a second or subsequent offense?
And that wasn't what was on the arrest sheet either.
Okay, so we'll scratch it. Okay. Mr. Miller, anything you want to say? Go ahead, Mr. Miller, anything you want to say?
Well, yet I'm confused now. Is he being charged with a felony or a misdemeanor?
But it looks like a misdemeanor because he doesn't have a criminal record.
I mean, the charge will be a felony until the state makes a decision, but I understand the court finding PC for misdemeanor.
So, misdemeanor battery, go ahead.
Judge, he's a 23-year resident of South Florida. He does have strong family ties and a very supportive parents, as you can see. He works for FedEx and Miami-Dade County. He is a registered voter with money in the bank. He does not own any real estate. He does have a place to stay that's separate and apart from the alleged victim, and he'll be asking his neighbor to bond him out.
Okay.
Basically, it's in, I guess, God grab her arm or whatever, which a lot of times in arguments, which is like, hey, wait a minute, let's talk or whatever. I don't know what happened, obviously, it's very,
right.
The PC's not very well written, but it doesn't look like it's even a significant matter. It doesn't look like there was any kind of significant contact. That coupled with his lack of record, I would just, I wouldn't take that.
Okay, let me ask Mom something. Ma'am, does he have any children with Miss Robinson?
No.
Okay. Anything you want to tell me today?
He doesn't have any children at all.
No?
And basically, he's a real good son.
Good
He
son?
doesn't any trouble. He's always with the family. Doesn't hang out. He goes to work 4 in the morning. Comes home around 7:30 because he works both jobs with FedEx and Miami-Dade.
Okay. All right, I'm going to release him today without a bond. He doesn't have to put up a bond. He'll just be released from custody. I'm going to just order Mr. Moore, at least for the time being, don't have any contact with Miss Robinson. Don't call her, don't text her, don't email her. Stay 500 feet from her. That is where she lives, works, goes to school. All of her property.
He's definitely
You're
not
not
doing
allowed
anything
to
with the
possess
bonds.
any guns, any weapons, any firearms while you're out on release. That's it.
Thank you, Judge.
Question?
Go ahead.
Yes. Am I allowed to be escorted there to get my personal property
Why don't
from
you
the
go over
resident?
there? He can't, but you can,
Okay,
right?
I can.
Now,
Okay.
he's not going to be out of jail till 8, 9 o'clock tonight, all right? Now, sir, you can call your mother or your father when you're on your way out. They'll give you a phone call. You can call them to come pick you up, all right? Okay. I want to thank you all. Sorry we had
All
to
right.
meet like this, all right?
Thank you.
Let me
Yes.
ask
Thank you, Judge.
Let me ask you, Daddy, what do you do for work?
I'm a roofer.
Are you really?
Yes.
That's great. All right, well, you probably, you been busy with all the rain?
Sort of, a little bit.
You probably
not
hope
too
for a
much,
lot of rain, right?
yeah, not really. Well,
Yeah, because that's when you get the phone
yeah, when I
calls,
get my
right?
phone call. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sorry we had to meet under these circumstances, all right?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Take
Okay.
care.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. Now, let me take the one with the child back here real quick. Come on up.
We're here for Jonathan Dorsey.
Who's that?
Jonathan Dorsey, D-O-R-C.
Okay.
Excuse me.
The other Jonathan Dorsey?
Is it- What kind of case is it?
Just first down right there. There you go. Thank you.
Jonathan Dorsey? Okay. It's burglary of a dwelling and grand theft.
You have Nebby order.
And court finds probable cause. Do we have any criminal record on Mr. Dorsey?
One moment, Judge.
Okay. Could I have everyone, let me ask you this. Mr. Miller?
Yes, Judge.
We have a family over here, and I want to just deal with them in private. Just for a minute, I'll be right back.
Understood, Judge.
Be right back. we're back on. Now, Mr. Jonathan Dorse, does he have any criminal record?
Not that I see, Judge.
There's no criminal record. Where is he? Okay. Now, there's no criminal record. Let me talk to Mom. Now,
Yes,
you're his mother, am I correct?
yes, sir.
And does he live in the house with you?
Yes, sir.
And the little brother we saw in here? Okay,
Yes,
good. And let me ask you, is he a good son to you? I mean,
Oh, oh, yes.
is he?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Is he in school?
He's finished his high school.
Is he in high school right now?
Finished this year. He's done with his high school. He's going to college. Graduate from high school.
Okay. Where do you want to put him in college?
But the thing is, yesterday he's supposed to go to the Navy place.
Go to the Navy?
Yes, join the Navy.
Boy, you came to the right place. I was in the Navy.
He went there yesterday.
So was Mr. Miller over there, that other gentleman?
Yes.
He was in the Navy.
Yes. And he passed the first test. They give it to him yesterday.
That's great.
And he called me while I'm working with my client and tell me that. And he said he has to go back on Monday.
She's not here today?
No, she's here.
Well, they didn't feel like going to her.
What do you do for work, ma'am?
I'm a nursing assistant.
And, is there anyone else supporting the family besides you?
Only me.
Okay.
It's one thing if she's not here and they want to get it done.
Do you own your own home?
She's here.
No, this is my landlord.
You're the landlord,
Well,
sir?
fine. It's
Why
not-
don't you step over
you
here?
might want to let her know.
You step over. Just tell us your name.
David
I don't
Rosendahl.
think she will
Okay,
appreciate that.
and how long have you been with the family?
How long have you rented for me? 5?
Almost 6. It's
6
gonna be
years,
6
yeah.
years.
Okay.
And I've known Jonathan since he was small, and we've talked about going to the Navy. I was in the Navy and
What'd you do in the Navy?
sonar technician,
Oh, okay, what kind of ship were you on?
destroyer,
Really? That's great. Where'd you go to sonar school?
U.S.
No way.
No, that's not the VOP. That's his open
You weren't
case.
that
Remember,
old.
he was out on
I'm
pretrial.
71.
He's already being held
Wow.
on the VOP.
When did you go to sonar
But
school?
have you found out
Early
who his
60s.
probation officer is?
I was stationed at Key
You were
West.
actually working on
I
it?
actually worked in the sonar school building where you guys had, it says, right, there's a plaque there that says Navy Sonar School.
Yeah.
But it's been closed for years. We used it for other purposes, but I never met anyone who actually went to sonar school
Yeah.
there.
We were supposed to go out on training the day of the Cuban crisis, and we were on the shift, ready to go out and train. They rushed us off, they loaded ammunition, loaded stores, and took off, and all the destroyers went to Cuba.
Wow, so you were at Truman Annex, right?
Gosh, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the,
all right.
that's the one.
Yeah, that
way
sounds
away.
familiar. That
I
sounds
know,
familiar.
That's cool. I
Take
was
care of
there.
yourself.
I
I'll
was,
talk to you.
I was stationed there.
My plan for Jonathan was to see him go into the service. His mom's done everything she could to raise him correctly. She's disciplined him as much as she could. She's worked as hard as she could. We try to help her with the rent. We try to help her with things, and they're like family to me now. We've taken Jonathan to church, and I think he stepped on the wrong bus or got with the wrong crowd. And I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm saying I put myself in this situation because when I was young, I was in his shoes. The same thing. I did similar things that he did. I didn't get caught. He got caught. So, I hate to see his life for the service
But the Navy turned
ruined
you
like
around,
this, and really, because they don't usually take,
The Navy turned you around?
yeah. Oh, there was a pretty girl involved too.
Yeah, but can I tell you, without being corny, and I could do a Navy commercial right now, best thing that ever happened to me was the
It
United
was.
States Navy.
It was.
Best thing, I don't know how it was the best thing in the world for me. And I can't even say it enough how much the military helped me.
I got paid $250 a month when I was in E5, E4, and now they pay them $30,000 a year, and they got college and all this stuff. So
Right.
it's a tremendous advantage for any young person,
Absolutely.
male or female.
I could do you and I and Miller could do a commercial right now. But I don't want to see a young man's life, get tarnished over a youthful mistake.
No.
Definitely, I don't want to see it.
Could I make a plea?
I mean, no, I know you're not. My concern is not whether he gets into the Navy or not. My concern right now is he goes into the wrong house next time,
Right.
and a homeowner pulls out a gun and shoots him.
He's got a very good point.
Well, here's my answer. I was thinking of a plea that I would say if I had the opportunity. I don't know if I do or not, but I would be willing to counsel with him on this issue for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, or whatever, until he gets in the service, or whatever we could do. And then if he wants to go the other way, again, then he'll have to pay the price of the gun, or they'll have to pay the price of the jail. So, those will be his decisions, because, we have to live with our decisions in life, so.
Well, you know what, I just want to say this. I think it's very admirable of you that you have, it seems like you've taken over almost a father figure role for this young man. You know, I mean, it seems like you're the landlord, right?
Well, we're more than that.
Yeah.
We're family.
Yes, yes, we are.
Well, I mean, I just think it's wonderful that you've really, tried to help the young man. Let me ask you this, who's going to help bond him out today?
We haven't got that far yet. I don't know that procedure.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a bond, and I hate to disappoint the bonds person, but I'm not gonna give him a big significant bond.
If I could, based on the fact that you have a lack of record, and when you do the probable cause, it indicated in there that he actually went to the police and confessed. They may not have known who it was until he went there and told them that. Which goes to show the upbringing that he's had, that he has a conscience to him in that. What I would ask the court, if the court would consider, we always ask that, of course, the court ROR and the least restricted means, but if the court's not comfortable with that, we would ask that he just be placed on pretrial release.
I understand that, based on the charge, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna set his bond on count 1 at 1,000, count 2 at 1,000. So his total bond's gonna be $2,000 today. That's a very low bond, okay? And I'm gonna let him bond out. I'm just gonna order that he has no contact, directly or indirectly, with Diana Meza Galeano. Don't have any contact with her, stay away from her house, go ahead.
Is she your neighbor?
I don't know, but I think it's in the same community.
Don't go back to her home, don't have any contact with her, all right?
Don't go to the pool.
Okay? Could I see you up here real quick, sir? And
Me?
the public defender's
Sure.
gone to- You don't need to.
force its way between the two trucks. Did the
Thank you,
Superman?
Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, where's, he's outside
Oh,
here?
I'm sorry, yes.
So they've all been sent. It's just a matter of time before they're.
right on my desk, just let me know when she comes down.
Okay, perfect, thank you, I appreciate it.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
gonna be like, maybe you haven't gotten it yet, it's about 20, 25 miles in another direction. If you just keep watching, we're doing a pipe around them. I don't know.
Okay, now, could you, I think I have one right here.
The Spanish one? Which one is that?
Okay. Rogue Figueroa.
Main jail.
Sir, do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Spanish, Spanish to English truthfully to the best of your ability?
I do, Your Honor. Que por inicio con interpreter.
Okay, Mr. Figueroa, you're charged with giving a false statement or information regarding insurance coverage,
Señor Figueroa, es acusado de una declaración falsa con respecto a cobertura de seguro,
obtaining property by fraud,
obtención de propiedad por medio de fraude,
grand theft,
hurto
first
mayor,
degree. Grand theft of first degree.
hurto mayor primer grado.
Court finds probable cause.
El juez dictamina que existe motivo fundado.
State, do you have a criminal record on this gentleman?
Señor fiscal, ¿tiene antecedentes penales de este caballero?
No?
No.
No,
Okay.
no tengo.
Mr. Figueroa, how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
Señor Figueroa, ¿cuánto tiempo ha vivido aquí en el sur de la Florida?
18 years, 18 años.
18 years.
Do you have money in the bank?
¿Tiene dinero en el banco?
No.
Who's going to help bond you out today?
¿Quién le va a ayudar a pagar la fianza?
Ah, tengo a quien llamar, pero el número no tengo en el teléfono que tienen ellos.
I have someone to call, but the number I have on the cell phone that the police have.
Do you have family here in South Florida?
¿Tiene familia aquí en el sur de la Florida?
En West Palm Beach.
How long have you lived here in South Florida, sir?
¿Cuánto tiempo ha vivido aquí en el sur de la Florida, señor?
18 años.
18 years.
So the court's going to set your bond on count 1 at 1,000. It's going to set your bond on count 2 at 5,000. It's going to set your bond on count 3 at 4,000.
Señores, el tribunal va a fijar su fianza en el primer cargo en $1,000, el segundo en $5,000 y en el tercer cargo $4,000.
Total bond today is $10,000.
Su fianza total hoy es $10,000.
So the court reduced your bond significantly.
Señor, el tribunal ha reducido su fianza significativamente.
You can bond out of jail. Thank you.
Puede pagar la fianza, gracias. Yes, sir. ¿Alguien más en la sala requiere intérprete en español?
Necesito llamar a mi novia, pero el número no lo tengo en la memoria, está en el teléfono.
I have to call my girlfriend, but I don't recall the number by memory. I have it on my cell phone.
I will allow this defendant to look at his cell phone to retrieve telephone numbers.
Yo voy a permitirle a este imputado que mire a su celular para poder coger el teléfono, el número.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Good luck.
Have a good afternoon.
Okay, you want to make an announcement?
I did, but
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, may I help you? Which case are you here on? Shiver?
Randy?
Randy Shivers? So you're charged with aggravated assault with intent to commit a felony that is domestic violence related. Count 2, burglary of a dwelling, armed. Count 3, 4, and 5 are aggravated assault on a police officer. Count 6 is a domestic battery. Now, State, count 2 is a armed burglary.
Yes, Judge.
Is this something you're seeking to hold the defendant without bond on?
Absolutely, Judge.
Yeah, let me look here.
I heard everything you said. And I don't mean now, I mean before. I assume that's the case in most situations. Here you go.
Okay. Now, ma'am, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, put your hand down. Tell me your name.
Marlo Black.
Ms. Black, how do you know Mr. Shivers?
It's my boyfriend.
How long has he been your boyfriend?
4 years, on and off.
Do you have children together?
Nope.
Okay. Now, State, you're seeking to hold the defendant without bond on count 2. I've read the report. I mean, it comes down to the defendant allegedly was escorted out of the house by Miss Black.
Yeah.
Then he allegedly returned to the house, banged on the door, and then I guess kicked in the door and got in the house and then went after with knives. Right?
He was invited in before he pepper sprayed her in the face.
Yes.
And that's the officer's language, escorted. I mean, if you want to inquire, I suspect it wasn't as nice as escorting out of the house.
Why do you inquire?
I don't think it's necessary. It's clear. I mean, if you're requiring it, but it's clear in the report. She, as the homeowner, is allowed to take away the invitation, which she did. He then forced his way into the home. There's nothing to indicate here that he had permission. Otherwise, why would he force his way into the home and not just knock on the door and be let in? At that time, he grabbed a box of knives and threatened to kill her. And let's take this under the circumstances that he just pepper sprayed her in the face and then forced his way in the house. So of course she would be in fear. And he was still there when the police got there, and then he resisted against the police and assaulted the police with the knife.
Okay, ma'am, was that basically true what the
Exactly.
said?
Everything that he said is true.
Mr. Miller, anything you want to say?
Judge, Mr. Shivers is a 30-plus year resident of South Florida with strong family ties. He's currently receiving disability. He has no money in the bank. He has no real estate. He advises he does have a place to stay that's separate and apart from the alleged victim while this case is pending.
He does not have
he'll
a
be
place
asking
to
his,
stay. Oh,
Go ahead.
He said he was going to ask his aunt to bond him out.
So the court's going to set your bond on count 1, $10,000. Count 2, 3, 4, and 5 at $5,000 per count. Count 6, that bond is going to be $5,000. That's the pepper spray part. Count 2, the court's going to find proof evident presumption great. You're going to be held without bond for basically the testimony we've heard in court and the affidavit today. And we will, you'll be held without bond. The court's going to order you have no contact, directly or indirectly, with Marlo Black. No contact with her directly or indirectly. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. Thank you.
Judge, also, just so it's clear, we're not asking for an Arthur hearing at this time, and we're not asking the court to find proof evident presumption great. We're just simply asking the court to find probable cause.
This court is of the opinion that the Preston case does not preclude the defense from seeking an Arthur and subsequently hearing. Okay? Joshua Jones, please. Thank you, ma'am.
I can imagine.
Joshua Jones, you're here for battery. Court finds probable cause state. We have any criminal record on Mr. Joshua Jones?
Just one, two. Yes, Your Honor. I'm just pulling that right now. Yeah, I know. Okay, Your Honor, he was convicted of domestic violence battery in 2012, felony possession of marijuana 2011. He had an arrest for domestic violence battery in 2009, and that was dropped. On the last case, what were the bonds on one? Okay.
Okay. Mr. Miller, anything you would like to say today about this defendant?
Judge, Mr. Jones has been living here for 8 years. He does have family, including children. He works as a painter. He's a registered voter. He has a place to live that's separate from the alleged victim. And he'll be asking his family and friends to bond him out.
Okay, sir, is there contact to this man? No? Okay. Sir, you allegedly punched a woman, Iris Salazar, in the face. Your girlfriend, and says she had a laceration below her left eye, causing bruising, swelling, and bleeding. She said she's in fear. Court notes you had a prior domestic battery. Your bond today is going to be $10,000, and the court will order, based on this court's concern for the safety of the alleged victim, the facts of the case, your prior conviction of domestic battery. You're not allowed to have any contact with Iris Salazar, directly or indirectly. You must stay 500 feet from her at all times, including where she lives, works, all of her property. You're not allowed to possess any guns, weapons, firearms, or ammunition while you're out on release. Thank you. I see Junie Belazaire.
No.
Junie Belazaire?
North Broward.
Belazaire is North Broward, Your Honor.
Hi, good afternoon, Miss Belazaire.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you've been charged with battery, 2 counts of resisting arrest. One is with violence, one without. Court finds probable cause.
Yes, Your
Are
Honor.
there any priors on Miss Belazaire?
No, Your Honor.
There's no
No,
criminal
Your
record.
Honor.
Is there any contact with the alleged victim?
Huh? It's not domestic, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Now, Ms. Belazaire, are you currently employed?
Yes, not at the moment. I put in my 2 weeks in October with Burger King.
Do you have any money in the bank?
I do. I'm not employed. I'm not employed with Burger King, but I do strip at Vegas Cabaret.
All right. Do you have any money in the bank?
What's the matter?
Yes, sir, I do.
How much would you say you have?
I mean, I have it in a savings account for my children, but I can't afford an attorney. I have a family attorney, Douglas P. Johnson.
Okay. All right, ma'am. It's alleged that you threatened to kill someone, and you hit them right in front of the police. Then spit on them, threatening to kill. So, all right, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm going to set your bond today on count 1 at 1,000. I'm going to set count 2 at 1,000. And count 3, you'll be released on your own recognizance, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're not allowed to have any contact with Tuna Chai Jean.
Twanche. Yeah,
Jean.
she's my brother's wife, and she's always at my mother's house. She came for me at my house.
Ma'am, don't talk about the facts
No
of the case.
contact with her, ma'am. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. You're not allowed to
Yes,
possess
sir.
any guns or weapons while you're out. Thank you.
No, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, too. Cindy Cobert.
All right.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, Miss Cobert. You're here for possessing cocaine, paraphernalia, trespassing, and a municipal ordinance violation. You're going to be released ROR on count 4. State, are there any priors on Miss
I had no choice. I was eating, believe it or not, I was eating shrimp.
Get
I
that?
made a shrimp cocktail that day. At Sunoco. He arrested me at Sunoco.
There are priors.
When was the last time?
Last prior, she pled out to a trespass at magistrates 10/22 of this year. She had a possession of cocaine. She pled out June of this year, got 120 days. Prostitution, she pled out in April of this year. Trespass last year. I mean, it's.
I know it goes on. Ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and set your bond at $1,000 on count one. Thank you, ma'am. How about Gabriela Perales? Gabriela Perales? Ma'am, you've been charged with 2 counts of resisting arrest, 1 with violence, 2 without. Count 3 of battery, 4 petty theft. Quick funds, probable cause, state, do we have a criminal record on Ms. Perales?
No, Judge.
Ms. Perales, Mr. Miller, anything you want to say on behalf of Ms. Perales? You sure she's got no priors?
From what I can tell, maybe she has juveniles. I could check.
It's there. That's why I asked. Go ahead, Mr. Miller.
It could have been.
Judge, Ms. Perales has been living in South Florida for 18 years. All of her family lives here. She has a job working at All Pets Emporium. She has some money in the bank, no real estate. She'll be asking her family and friends to bond her out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. She has juveniles. No, just nothing.
Ma'am, court's going to set your bond on count 1 at $1,000. Count 2, you'll be released ROR. Count 3, that bond is $1,000. Count 4, that bond's $500. Your total bond today is $2,500. You can bond out of jail, ma'am. I'm going to order that you do not return to the target on Miramar Parkway. Thank you. How about Frank Cavallero, Justin Guy, Troy Villar?
Justin? Judge, this is Mr. Cavallero. Did you get my...
Sir, leaving the scene of a crash involving damage. Court finds probable cause, Mr. Cavallero. State, do we have a criminal record on Mr. Cavallero?
You see it. No, Judge.
Mr. Miller, do you have anything you'd like to say about Mr. Cavallero?
Judge, Mr. Cavallero has been living in South Florida since 1979. He is currently unemployed. He's receiving Social Security disability as well as 30% veterans benefits. He is a registered voter. He has no money in the bank or real estate and no one to help bond him out. He served in the United States Navy as a corpsman from 1968 to 1970 and was honorably discharged.
Mr. Cavallero, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today. You'll have to come back to court in the future. They'll send you notice. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Justin Guy.
The guy is present at the main jail. He is interested in resolving this case if the
So you're
court is so
charged with
inclined.
trespassing. Court finds probable cause.
Your Honor,
Go ahead.
I seem to check. I'm being told he might have been here very recently.
So you're not allowed to return to the McDonald's on Atlantic Boulevard in Pompano.
Yeah, he was arrested November 3rd.
PvP.
Yeah, bonded out $1,000 on PvP.
He's out on it now?
He just got arrested 2 days ago. He got out on Wednesday.
Yeah. All right. Well. Okay. Was that a bond or was that a pretrial?
Bonded out, Judge.
Okay.
Judge,
Go ahead.
it was McDonald's. It was a previous trespass warning. He wasn't causing any trouble. We're just asking the court if he can go ahead and resolve this and let him go back out on bond.
I'm going to let him bond out for $25. Thank you, sir. Don't go back to the McDonald's up there, all right?
Yes, Judge.
How about Troy Villar? Troy Villar.
Bonded.
Carl Crabtree. Sean Riley. Guyernez Lazard.
Crabtree is at North Broward.
Riley.
Let's see Carl Crabtree.
They are. They're right there. It's not like they're far away.
Well, that's all on the.
I'm going to reset Crabtree from, he was reset from yesterday. I'm going to reset him tomorrow, Friday PM. How about Sean Riley?
Judge, Mr. Riley is present at the main jail. We're asking the court to appoint the public defender's office to represent him. He got here after the interviewers had already left.
I'll do that. I'll appoint the PD. False ID given to the police on count 100. 2, possession of PVP 1000. 3 and 4, probation violation, no bond. 5 and 6, probation violation, no bond. Thank you.
They got a
How
guy.
about Guyernez
Good luck.
Mazard? Mazard, where are you, sir?
Main jail.
Possession of a blank, fictitious, unlawfully issued driver's license.
Sergeant Curry. Sergeant Curry.
Okay.
That's great, Sergeant Curry.
Yeah, he told me. Give me a moment real quick.
Must be really nice.
Okay, Mr. Mazart. Mr. Miller, anything you want to say on behalf of Mr. Mazart?
Judge, Mr. Mazard is a lifetime resident of South Florida. He has family here. He's currently unemployed. He has some money in the bank. He does not have any real estate. He'll be asking his friends to bond him out.
Release you on your own recognizance, Mr. Mazart. Thank you. William Gergenti.
Good luck.
Michael Comiskey. Larry Quince.
Judge, Mr. Harjo, does he need to be here?
No.
Okay, is he reset for tomorrow or something?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, who? Harjo? We already handled. We're waiting on Stewart.
Stewart is here.
Wait, I already handled Harjo, didn't I?
Yeah, we're just waiting on Stewart now.
Yeah, we're waiting on Mr. Stewart. We already handled.
Okay. So I can let Mr. Harjo go.
Harjo can go. We're going to handle Mr. Stewart in about 5 minutes. You're going to have a
Roger
seat,
that.
Mr.
Thank
Stewart.
you.
How about William Gergenti?
Mr. Gergenti. Is that you? William Gergenti. William Gergenti. Page 10.
Where's Gergenti?
We're working on it, Judge.
Okay, what about Michael Comiskey? Sir,
President
count one's
Domingue.
resisting arrest, 100. Count 3 and 4 are probation violations, 3,500 and 7,500. Thank you. How about?
Good luck.
Oh, what did I say?
Quince?
3,7,500, sorry. How about Larry Quince?
Me and Jim.
False ID given to the police, 102 probation violation, 3 probation violation, no bond on those. Thank you. How about, did we find Gergenti yet? No? How about
Not answering.
Jacob Montez, Michael Reason, and Corey Bradshaw?
This is Mr. Montez, Judge. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi, sir. Driving on a suspended license, no tag. You have a warrant for burglary dwelling and grand theft in the 3rd degree. Okay, take a look here. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look here.
Hurley. Think of skateboarding shirt.
Got it, okay. Now, do we have any criminal record on this defendant?
Sorry, who is this, Judge?
Montes, Jacob.
I'm not sure. Okay. This record includes 04 cocaine, 95 cocaine. That's all I have.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Miller, anything you want to say?
Mr. Montez has been living in South Florida for the past 25 years. He does have strong family ties. He has a job at Marine Headliner Specialist. He's hoping that his employer will bond him out. He has no money in the bank or real estate. Judge, this is a 2014 case. There have been no problems with the law since 2014. I think the danger to the community is de minimis in this case. I would ask the court to set the bond. I would actually ask for pretrial release on this. He doesn't know anything about this, and it's like I said, it's been almost 2 years since this is alleged to have occurred.
I understand, sir. Court's gonna set your bond on count 1 at $750, 3 at $5,000, 4 at $1,000. It's based on your criminal record, the facts of the case. Thank you. How about Missy Mr. Michael Reason and Corey Bradshaw?
I'm Michael Reason, Judge Hurley.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Reason. Where's Mr. Reason?
Right here, sir.
Hold on. Sir, how long have you been in custody?
Judge, I was arrested on September 15th.
Okay, so you didn't have the beard when you got arrested, right?
No, it's a different look. I shaved the head and I grew the beard.
Yeah, I did a double check here on that. Okay, you're charged with grand theft, petty theft, 2 counts of resisting arrest, and then you have an out-of-state hold on 5 and 6. 5 is $50,000, and 6 is no bond. 5 is a burglary. 6 is theft of it's telecommunications fraud out of Ohio, and count 5 is out of California. And in this case, sir, today we're here. You allegedly went to Sports Authority, Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and allegedly stole from Sports Authority. And allegedly, when you were when you observed police and Sports Authority, allegedly turned around, ran out of the alarm door, the fire exit. Fire alarms went off. The police said they chased you until you jumped into the the Middle River Canal, swam across the canal where you were caught on the other side. And there's allegedly a warrant. There's a witness to this, a few witnesses. Allegedly, you go by the name of Dan Melindo, and you're wanted federal warrant, United States Marshal's Office, for a federal violation of probation under Dan Melindo with a different date of birth. Okay. Sir, do you have any money to bond out with?
Judge Hurley, I was already in your extradition court. I've been through 3 court dates with you about the Ohio stuff.
Sir,
and
wait, stop. Do you have any money in the bank?
No, I don't.
Do you have any financial means to bond out with?
I may have friends or family to be generous with me. That's about it.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at 1,000, 2 at 750, 3 and 4 at 100. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Judge, I've got Mr. Stewart here.
Okay.
He has private counsel. What's his name?
Ralph Hagen.
Ralph. Ralph Higgins, I guess, in Boca. I sent him an email this afternoon to let him know that Mr. Stewart was going to be in bond court. We do have his number if you need it.
Okay. What's the name of the attorney and what's his number?
Ralph Higgins, go ahead and tell him the judge the number.
561-305-4347.
Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm going to reset your matter, sir. Would you like me to reset this for tomorrow afternoon so your attorney can be here, Mr. Stewart?
No, that can get past the law. No,
Says
I
yes,
can get past
Judge.
the law.
Okay.
Have you talked to him?
I left a message. All right? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Judge, we have Michelle Carey. Carey? Say your name.
Carey, Michael Carey.
Michael Carey.
How are you, Honor?
Miss William Small is his attorney, and Mr. Fabarik has her phone number
Okay,
if the court wishes to call.
What's your attorney's number, sir? What's your number?
Judge, Mr. Fabarik has the number. I think it's her cell.
Sir, we're going to reset your case for tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Your attorney's going to be here, all right? Thank you. Merci, William.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
the defendant is asking if the court would set a bond for the time being,
Judge.
so that he can bond out. He has to get to school.
Then I would ask if the
Now, now the lawyer would have an argument that I'm
let's just say I don't know if you.
I'm doing something outside of her purview, talking to her client without.
Well, let's ask if you could contact her. Maybe we could just do the hearing telephonically.
Set it for tomorrow morning. Thank you. How about William Gergenti?
See you in the morning. Judge needs to be reset.
I'm gonna.
Or you can pass it through, I guess.
I'm just gonna pass it through. 500 on 1, no bond on 2. Corey Bradshaw.
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw violating probation, no bond. Thank you. Okay. Did we find Elio Depew yet? North Broward, do you have Dupuig? How about Jeremiah Lamberson?
Lamberson, I'm showing is at Maine.
Where's Lamberson?
Who is he, Judge?
Yeah.
Judge, we don't have a Lamberson on our docket.
He was reset from the morning. He said his parents hired an attorney, or some family member hired an attorney.
You know, because they're so far away, we could probably see them on the side. They moved the camera, so you can't.
Anybody coming to North Broward? 542.
All right, so what is your name?
Judge? Carl Crabtree, sir.
The person I called.
You reset it, I think.
Well, I have to take a little bit of a break. Mr. Crabtree, I
There was
reset it
time.
for tomorrow afternoon, all right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Merci, Jeremiah Lamberson.
Judge, they are. He's right here at the door. He'll be here in one moment, Judge. Judge wants to see you. Mr. Lamberson would ask the court, he's unable to contact his family at this point. He would ask the court if it would be okay for him to have his Bible out of personal property so that he can get some phone numbers out of it.
And my, the lawyer's business card is in with a bunch of business cards in my personal property.
So he needs access to his property to get his attorney's phone number so that he can call.
Okay, we'll do that.
And then we would ask the court to reset this to tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, I'll do that. Do you have a local attorney here, sir?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, yes.
Do you, I mean, if you know the person, I can call them now and let them know to be here. Would you like me to do that?
You know his name?
I don't remember his name. It's on a business card in my personal property as a business card.
So we'll set this for 1:30 tomorrow.
And you, Mr. Fabark, you'll prepare an order for us? Access to his property so he can get a business card out of his personal property. And phone numbers from his Bible.
Thank you.
All right, we got it.
Got it, okay. Now, we have Elio Dupuig.
Sir, Sergeant Lamb is going to bring them.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Steve, do you have any 30-day issues?
Judge, this is Mr. Lanier. He's got a 30-day motion before the court today, I believe. Mr. Linder's already checked on that one for us.
Your Honor, none of the three felonies on the 30 days have been filed.
Mr. Lanier, you're going to be released on your own recognizance today. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. We're clear at the main. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, what about Warren Sweeney?
Yes, sir.
Where are you, Sweeney?
Paul Ryan Detention Center,
Okay,
sir.
sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today, all right?
Thank you, sir. Have a nice
Yes,
day.
sir. You too. What about Cedric Thompson?
Copy, Your Honor.
Cedric Thompson, yeah, I'm going to
Yes,
release
sir.
you on your own recognizance today, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cedric Thompson was number one.
Cedric Thompson was arrested September 28th.
What about Charlie Anderson? Is it Charles Anderson?
Wait. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Yes, Judge.
I need to check on Cedric Thompson because I apologize.
Yeah. This is Charles Anderson.
Yes, Judge.
Sir, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct. You've been in jail 5 days. How come you haven't bonded out yet?
Turns out I don't have any money or anyone to contact.
No?
No, I don't, sir.
Lose no information filed on Cedric Thompson.
Yeah. I just don't know what's going on because.
But why didn't they file a burglary?
Well, no, it's not. No, that's. I'm trying to figure out why. Because he wasn't on the notice of cases I received yesterday, but. There's a motion to withdraw. I mean, I guess, Your Honor, I have no objection with ROR at this time. I don't know why did they wait till now to put him up for it. I mean, that's a rhetorical question, by the way.
Mr. Anderson, are you for work right now?
Judge?
Yeah, what do you do for work?
I'm part owner of a company called The Broader View.
Okay, what does it do?
We sell jigsaw puzzles, actually.
Okay. Well, 1 moment.
I have strong ties to community and one employee in Pompano Beach.
Well, your bond's only $100, right?
Yes, I've been unable to.
I was just wondering if you've been here and you have an employee yet. So would you like to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
You plead no contest, case is over with. We're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. It's over with right now, and they'll send you a bill in the mail. They'll give you 6 months to pay the court costs. You want to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're not going to have your trial. You're not going to have your day in court. It's over with right now. How do you plead to resisting arrest and disorderly intoxication?
No contest?
Yeah, withhold adjudication. Good luck, sir. How about Robert Kohler?
Thank you. Does that mean I get released, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Where's Robert Kohler?
It appears we have not yet filed an information. I would have asked the court to advise Mr. Kohler that whether he's been served with the injunction or not, there is an injunction in place, a court-ordered injunction.
Sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today, but understand there is a injunction out there you're supposed to stay away from.
It's
the protected party. Do you understand that?
Kate Kohler.
Yes, sir.
Kate Kohler. You're not allowed to have any contact with Kate Kohler. You must stay 500 feet from her, all of her property at all times, and you're not allowed to possess any guns or weapons while you're out. All right?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. ROR on Robert Kohler. Now, what about, is that it? Wait, no, Puig, right, Puig? Do we have Elio Puig yet?
Broward.
North Broward? Hey, Steve, did you ever find out? Mr. Elio Puig.
North Broward, Your Honor.
We're here in North Broward. There you go. Okay, Dupuig. Sir, you're charged with grand theft. Court finds probable cause. Do you speak English, sir?
A little bit.
Okay. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any criminal record on Mr. Dupuig?
One moment, Judge. Huh?
Dupuig. What is your address?
Here he does?
5021 Northwest, 169th Street, Miami Garden, Florida, 33055.
Okay.
Looks like he's got an open case, Judge.
What?
So I'm about to find out. Yeah, he's got an open. One moment. What is he here on?
Grand theft.
What's the case number?
It's 15-009-134-10.
Patrice, that's the pending case. Yeah. He's got, out of Miami-Dade, he pled out in May of this year, theft, 2 counts of felony retail theft, I guess grand theft and petty theft. He had a grand theft last year in Broward. Purchase of cocaine, 2014 out of Dade. Domestic violence battery, 2013 out of Dade. Theft, 2011 out of Hialeah. Disorderly intoxication, resisting without violence, 07 out of Dade. Trespass, 05 out of Dade. Disorderly intoxication, 04 out of Dade.
Sir, do you have any money in the bank, Mr. Dupuig?
I think I have to check in my house.
You got family here?
And Bravo, my daughter.
I'm going to set your bond at $1,000 based on your criminal record and the facts of the case. Do not return to Home Depot in Oakwood Plaza in Hollywood. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Is that a wrap, everyone? That's it. No recall. That's a wrap. Thank you very much. We'll see everyone. I'm not going to be back in here till, I'm not sure. Either Monday or Tuesday, it depends. But we're trying to work out the schedule right now, but I want to tell everyone have a very nice next couple days. I'm not going to see you. And we're out from 2:35. Thank you.